Hey there, little explorers. Welcome to today's Magical Science Explainer. We are jumping right into a really amazing adventure today, exploring something you probably see and use, literally, every single day. But, you might not realize just how many superpowers it actually has. We're talking about the absolute magic of shape-shifting water.
Okay, let's dive into this, because water, it is definitely not just one boring thing that stays exactly the same. Oh, no, no, no. It can completely change how it looks and even how it feels, all based on its environment. So, are you ready to see some real magic? Go ahead and put on your invisible science hats, shake out your hands, and get ready to explore with a very special shape-shifting guest.
Meet our best friend for today's explainer. I want you to picture a big, happy, bouncing water drop right in front of you. If I were using my absolute best, bubbliest voice, they'd sound a little something like this. Hi everyone, I'm Splashy. Did you know I am a magical shapeshifter? I can be hard, I can be wet, and I can even fly. Splashy hit the nail right on the head, and we're going to see exactly how this amazing little drop pulls off the whole shebang. So, the big takeaway here is that water can take three completely distinct forms. In the science world, we call these the three states of water: solid, liquid, and gas. Literally, every single drop of water on our entire planet has the ability to transform into any of these three states. All it takes is getting a little hotter or a little colder. Let's look at each one of them right now. First step is the state we probably know best. It's the one we interact with the most: liquid. A liquid is water that flows, pours, and splashes around. This is that wet water we see and drink every single day. The really neat thing about water when it's a liquid is that it doesn't hold its own shape. It perfectly fits into whatever cup, bowl, or even muddy puddle you pour it into. So what does our buddy Splashy have to say about this liquid state? While giggling and splashing around, Splashy would probably tell you, yep, that's me. When I'm a liquid, you can drink me when you're super thirsty, you can swim in me to cool down on a hot sunny day, and you use me to wash your hands nice and clean with plenty of soap. We really do rely on liquid water for so many fun and important everyday things. Now, I need a little bit of help from you. Can you hold up your hands, wiggle your fingers right now, and pretend to flow like water with Splashy? Ready, set, flow. Whoosh, splash, trickle. Come on, make those sounds with me. Whoosh, splash. Awesome job! That flow is exactly how liquid water moves and dances around our world. But what happens when the temperature drops? Brr. Getting a bit chilly, right? Well, when water gets super, super cold, specifically when it drops below a point we call freezing, something magical happens. It turns into our second state, a solid. A solid is water that is completely frozen. It stops flowing, freezes hard, and turns into wonderful things like ice or snow. Splashy actually loves this icy, frozen state. With a little chatter in their teeth, our bubbly friend would tell you, when I'm a solid, you can plop ice cubes into your yummy juice to keep it super cold on a summer day, or you can go outside in the freezing winter and pack my fluffy snow together to build a wonderful snowman. It's still the exact same water, guys. It's just magically frozen solid. Let's try another fun activity together. I want you to grab your arms, hug yourself real tight, and shiver like a little ice cube with us. Brr! Okay, now think about the last time you actually held an ice cube in your hand. Was it hard or soft? Yep, for sure, it's hard. Unlike liquid water that slips and slides right through your fingers, solid water is tough and firm. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the incredible contrast here. We just talked about what happens when water gets freezing, shivering cold to become solid ice. But what happens if we go in the complete opposite direction? Let's turn up the heat. What do you think happens to our friend Splashy when water gets very, very hot? When water gets super hot, it completely transforms all over again into our third state, a gas. In science, we call this water vapor or steam. Instead of flowing down into a puddle like a liquid or freezing rock hard like a solid, gas is light, it's airy, it practically becomes invisible and just floats right up out of the pot and into the air. You've definitely seen water as a gas before without even realizing it. When a pot of water boils on the kitchen stove, it turns into that hot, swirling steam you see gently rising up into the kitchen. And even more amazing, that invisible water vapor floats way, way up high into the sky to gather together and make those big, beautiful, fluffy clouds you look up at on a sunny day. Let's act like steam right now. Can you stretch your arms up really, really high? I mean, stretch as tall as you possibly can and wiggle those fingers again, but this time float them upward toward the ceiling. Woohoo! Up, up, and away. Just like a gas floating out of a boiling pot, expanding and flying up into the sky. Okay, my little explorers, we have seen all three shape-shifting states of water now. But how do they interact with each other? Well, it is time for a super cool, absolutely magical science experiment that you can safely watch right here with us. We are going to put these shape-shifting powers to the ultimate test by bringing the hot and the cold together. Let's move to and see how this builds step by step. Step 1, we have a safe pot of hot, steaming water right here making lots of our gas, which we know is called steam. Step 2, we carefully take a nice, shiny, cold hand mirror, which acts a bit like our freezing solid ice state, and hold it safely right over that rising steam. What do you think is going to happen? Step 3, let's watch closely as tiny liquid water drops magically appear and gather all over the surface of the mirror. This is our huge aha science moment right here. Imagine our buddy Splashy excitedly popping back up to explain, that is called condensation. The hot steam touched the cold glass, cooled down, and turned right back into liquid water drops. This isn't just some neat trick we do in the kitchen, guys. This is exactly how the water cycle works in nature. The invisible gas cools off way up high in the sky and turns right back into liquid raindrops. Science really is like absolute magic, isn't it? You did such an amazing job learning about the three incredible states of water today: the hard, solid ice, the wet, liquid water, and the floating gas steam. So my final question for you is, where else will you spot these magical shape-shifting states of water in your own home today? Look in your freezer, look up at the sky, or just look at your juice cup. Keep asking questions, keep having fun, and next time it rains, ask yourself, what state of water is falling from the sky? See you next time.